welcome to 2021, Monty. Brand new episode, brand new year.
Hell yeah, baby. 2021, boy.
It's going to be a special year, mate.
It will be. It should be.
Even with all the fuckery that's going on, it's going to be a special year, mate.
I think it should be after the year that we've just had.
We'll make it a special year.
There you go. You know what?
Make it a special year.
You know what? That's one thing I've said. Like, normally when I'm wishing people, or whoever I'm wishing like a happy new year, I normally send them a message saying, "Happy New Year. Hope this new year brings you a lot of happiness." And that, and I've sort of realized, and I've said like, no, because the year ain't gonna bring you happiness. You gotta go out there and make your own happiness. Happiness comes from within.
Oh, definitely, mate.
And all I've said and all I've wished people is, I wish them a lot of blessings. Yeah. And I hope they actually can face all their fears. Yeah. And rise to new heights in their lives.
So I didn't wish anyone Happy New Year.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that might be sounding like I'm an absolute twat. I've just, like you said, just wished them all the best. You know what I mean?
Basically, yeah.
It's been a shit year anyway last year. You know what I mean? And we're going into the exact same situation that we left 2020 in.
I think even worse, you know, because 2020 didn't start like this. Yeah. But I think we'll embrace it, man. We've been through it for, I think, nearly a whole year in lockdown.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it's about embracing what we've been through, what we've learned, and taking it through to the new year.
Yeah, man. And some big news. Podcast merch is out.
Damn right.
That does look sick. I actually love it.
Yeah, sick, mate. We've been working on it for a while.
Who designed it?
All our podcast images and design work, artwork, whichever way you want to put it, is all done by a guy who I know at DRB Designs.
Mr. Dan.
Wow. From a graphic designer, it looks awesome.
Yeah, man, he's doing well, bro. He's doing well. He's getting out there.
He's an amazing guy.
Yeah,
he's an amazing guy because he's done the thing for our podcast. He's also helped me, even like my own brand. Yeah, he's a great guy.
So you can get
that's awesome.
Yeah, man, you can get that merch at fusedsport.co.uk. So you go in the search little box, menu night. Hoodies are 25 and t-shirts are 16.
That is so cheap as well.
Oh yeah, baby. And also, if you put Poddy 10 in, you get discount. And it's all thanks to Mr. Tom Quinn.
There you go. And it's like what you said, Bayo, like it's cheap and that, but with what we do, we know that the struggle and the stress people go through in terms of buying stuff, and financially, a lot of people would actually struggle. And we try to give people in the podcast honest opinions, honest lifestyles for them to understand that no matter what they're going through, they always get through the other side if they think positively. And by listening to the stories that we are sharing and our own stories, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. And with offering them a good hoodie for a good price, and also it's going to go to a good cause. It's not even like it's going to go to us. It's going to go to the charity.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I've been working on it for a while. Been checking out all the different companies, and like they've been coming out with like hoodies which should cost the listeners like 40 quid, 45 quid. I was like, nah.
That's steep, isn't it? Yeah. Like for me, looking at that, I would say that's a bit steep.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. So, Mr. Tom Quinn at Fuse Sports sorted us out.
What an awesome guy.
We've had plenty of orders in there since I dropped it.
You literally must have had loads, because every time you put it on, about 7 to 8 people I've just ordered. I'm like, wow.
Yeah. We love the listeners, don't we, Monty?
We love them. I don't think I ain't gonna lie, we won't be at this stage we are in now if it weren't for them.
Yeah, that's how me and Tom feel with our YouTube and music as well. Like, you have to be humble that you wouldn't be where we are today without the people watching and listening. Like, I've always thought that it's not our success to take for ourselves. It's everyone else built us to where we are.
Part of it, we'll give ourselves credit because obviously is having the vision, having the drive to follow through your vision, and then hanging on there and then hoping someone will like what you're doing.
There's a lot of grind that goes into it, and there's a lot of grind work.
I think a lot of people don't actually understand I was saying this to Tom, which is absolutely fine. There's so many people out there who are happy with a 9-to-5 job. They come home, watch TV, and that's their life. If they're happy doing that, that's absolutely fine. I've got no issue with it. But for people like me and you guys and everyone here, people I don't think understand the actual time that you put into this vision, even when we're holding down jobs as well. Like it's nuts the graft you put in behind the scenes, but I think a lot of people goes over the head. That does.
It's like weekends don't exist, do they? Weekends, like your own time, sacrificing your time for it, for whatever it is you're doing. Sometimes that time that you would use to relax or whatever that's used for work, and it's like, well, it's all worth it in the end, isn't it? You know, that goal at the end.
Oh, big time.
I don't know if you guys feel this. When I have like worked all day and I've worked on my project at the end of actually doing work, so I'll go to work, finish work, and then I'll start again on the YouTube.
Yeah.
When it gets to the time I need to get in bed, it doesn't even annoy me anymore. I just accept that it's a new day tomorrow and I'm going to do it all again. Like it doesn't even bother me anymore that I don't get time to like play games or anything like that. I'd rather be working on a project. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Say when I get home from work, help sort the kids out, and you know, at the moment we're playing a lot of Uno. You know Uno.
Yeah.
You got Uno in the locker, mate. Uno's in my locker now, pro. So
pro, bro, I will slap you up on it.
Nah, don't think so. And then and then I get straight on like the podcast and Men Unite. Like with the Men Unite group, there's a lot of guys on there that are really struggling, like really, really struggling. So my inbox is always full. Even throughout the day when I'd be at work, my inbox would be pinging off with men that are struggling.
This is interesting. That's a question that I want to ask you guys. When people come to me and Tom and tell us really devastating things that they're going through, sometimes I even cried doing telling my subscribers, like thanking them for coming forward.
Yeah.
Does it ever affect your mental health? Because my mental health is fine now, but do you ever worry that all the messages you get and constantly reading, I think it takes a strong person to take that all in and not get affected by it. So do you guys ever get affected by helping others? Because me and Tom help others, and I haven't felt it yet, but I can, like every day is doom and gloom when you're reading it every single day. But for me, I like helping people, and so do you guys. So I want to know what you think.
Can I answer first, or should you?
Go on, bro.
I would say, like at the start, when I first started this nearly 2 years ago, where I started on my own, and then I linked up with Dan, because I didn't know how to sort of protect my own emotions at the start, so I was just out there to help people, and felt like I was doing a good thing, which I was. But then I realized that by helping others, I've got to also protect myself and help myself beforehand. Yeah. And it was one day that it hit me. It was nearly a year ago, where I went to see an individual, a young kid, who had tried to obviously commit suicide, and everything was so fresh. The cuts that he's done to himself were so fresh. He showed me there and then, and I nearly cried, but I said to myself, I can't cry here because I'm here to sort of motivate this person and give them hope. But when I got home, all the energy and all the positive energy that sort of like gave out, and all the negative things that sort of took in, it drained me to an extent that I was actually ill. And then what I'd done myself, I had to sort of like step back it for a while, work on myself, speak to my life coach, because I've got a life coach as well, speak to him, explain to him what I was doing. Then he sort of helped me how to handle it better. And then obviously coming together with Dan And what we're doing now is like he takes, obviously I don't see half of the things he sees in terms of like the messages and that. What I see now is like it's less. And when I do get people messaging me, I sort of know how to handle them better than how I used to. But now it doesn't affect me. But at first it did. But now it doesn't, because I know how to take care of my feelings, my emotions, my thoughts, everything now.
I was thinking to myself recently, people who suffer with mental health to the extent that they could possibly take their own life, I've always seen it like it's a ticking time bomb. If you don't watch that bomb all the time, it could go off. And when people come to me and Tom, I normally think, I feel guilty sometimes because obviously I've got my own life, I've got my daughter, and I spend so much time on my YouTube channel that I sometimes miss out actual time watching my daughter grow up. So for me, I think the best way forward that I've found is I already know that I can't be there for multiple people 24 hours of the day. I think the best thing for me to do is actually show them the professionals out there where to get help, what apps to access. And obviously you guys have got Men's United, which that's not just all on your back then. If you show them where to go, you've got all them people together that can help each other. For me, I always feel guilty that I can't be there for someone 24/7. And I don't think really anyone can watch someone 24/7. So I think giving them the right information and also like the things out there that can help is also a brilliant way to go about it, like the numbers. But again, people don't really open up that way, do they? Which is unfortunate. Like people don't like to. They think it's not going to work already if they go to a professional, which I did. I did that. I always got told, go to a professional, ring this number, and I never did.
Yeah, that's like me. That is. Say I've been with Man United now for just over 2 years. And when the group first started, there was like 30 people in there. So I've known Craig, the founder, for a while. So there was 30 people. Now there's over 14,000 in there. And I was made an admin pretty quick. And we'd be sorting out guys that were sending us pictures of like pills or rope or anything else with that can relate to suicide. And at first we were trying to talk them down as self, but we came to the realization that we're not professionals.
Exactly.
We're doing this off our own experiences, and we're not professionals. So then we brought in that if anyone that wanted to attempt their own life, we'd instantly ring 999. We'd get all the information that we could possibly get off them. And then we'd have other admins in the background going through their profile, like on friends, or going through the profile, see who's commenting on posts or who's liked the posts, if there's any family members in there, and we'd be messaging them as well, whilst another admin would be on the phone to the police. And that's what we've done. We kind of stopped trying to stop someone killing themselves as self, and we've kind of I don't like using the word pass it on, but we kind of have to because we're not professionals.
I feel like exactly. That's my point, 100%. Because for me as normal people, or you guys are like me, and we're not professionals in this, but you guys have got a hell of a lot of experience in it, just by dealing with people. Is there only a certain amount of times you can beg someone, please don't do it? Is there like, do you guys, would you say that helps if you constantly said every day to someone, please don't do it, please don't do it? Do you think that could stop someone, or do you think that the professionals, they've got different ways of dealing with it? Because I've always thought, if someone's feeling like that every day, does me telling them please don't do this, does that help them, do you think?
No, I don't think it does.
I genuinely think it doesn't, because the way I see things, right, like in our generation, and I always tend to relate to real life events in terms of my kids. Yeah. When I tell my kids don't do something, they go do it. And it works the same way with adults. When you try and tell an adult don't do something, it immediately plays in their mind.
Yeah.
And will keep repeating what their thoughts are and what they're trying to do. It's more about talking to them, understanding actually what are they feeling. So like the way I've dealt with it, like I've had messages as well on my Instagram. And the first thing I've asked them is basically, why are you feeling the way you're feeling? And who, if anyone's sort of like said something to them, and then they will come back saying, oh, I feel like a failure, for example, or I feel like I've let certain people down, and I ask them, but has anyone said that to you? Yeah. A lot of the times it's ourselves telling ourselves that we've let someone down or we're a failure just because we're overlooking actually how much we've survived and how much we've done that we should feel proud of ourselves, whether it's a small thing. And that's how I've helped people recently, where what have you done this year? And they will say, oh, for example, I was able to do a first run. And that's something I've never done before. And I will say that that's something you should feel proud of.
So I've always found that question difficult to answer when someone asks me, why are you feeling that? Because a lot of the times I could wake up and I don't know.
Yeah, that's so true. Like when I had my mental health issues back when I was a few years ago, a lot of people now, before we get into it, think that the songs that me and Tom create, I'm feeling like that now, whereas I don't feel like that whatsoever. But I used to feel like that, and I find if I wrote lyrics that I'm all happy now and everything, it's not going to get any message across.
No,
it's not going to help whatsoever. So I've taken how I used to feel and brought it into like my life, how it is now, and I find that that's been a better thing than making music about me being happy. Because what's that going to change in the world? And I think it's a shame that life right now, it's automatically people think that they're a failure because of how nearly everyone is. I've seen it so many times. People posted a picture of their artwork, even if it's not the best it could be, everyone's already down the neck laughing about it. I find people are already failing before they're even trying what they're even doing. By life's just drilled that into people. Like, people think they're already failing before even trying it because of how people have been.
Yeah, that's a big issue in this day and age, because we give others the power to control the way we feel, the way we 100%, act. But how do you stop that? Is by understanding how powerful as an individual you are. And for myself, one example that I give to everyone when I've spoken to them about the way they feel because a certain person said something else, and I say to them, put it this way, for example, you're giving them all this power to control you, to make you feel low to an extent. End of the day, they're not doing that for you, because while you're feeling low, they're not feeling low. And if you don't take care of yourself, no one will. And the example I give them is basically one simple thing. When you go on holiday, I think, Dan, you've heard me say this before. When you go on holiday, when you're on a plane, before the plane takes off, if anything happens in terms of an emergency, the oxygen mask comes down. Put it on yourself first before you help someone else.
Yeah.
If you don't help yourself, if you don't put that max on yourself first, you're not going to be able to help your kid, your partner, your friend, whoever sat next to you.
I've never ever heard of that like way before, how you've explained that, and that is so true.
So I put that into life perspectives. Like, if you don't help yourself before you're helping someone else, you ain't going to go, or you're not going to make any progress with your own feelings and your own emotions and the way you act. And all I say is just, if you've got a vision, if you've got a goal, a dream, whatever it may be, go after it, because no one there is going to pay the bill for you. No one is going to give you happiness.
That's interesting to say, because me and Tom will definitely back this up. It's so funny for anyone watching now, when I started music, the amount of people that laughed at me, it was ridiculous. It must have been my whole hometown. When they'd go on nights out and I wasn't there, I'd get people messaging me saying that such and such is laughing about you, ripping you apart. I must have had that for at least a year of pure people just ripping the shit out of me 24/7. And there was so many times where I thought to myself, I am actually shit. And back then, I wasn't as good as music as I am now, and I'm still not amazing now, but it's the process of I could have stopped so many times because people said I was shit every single day. And for anyone watching, if you did carry on like me and Tom did, and we just ignored it all, when we got to the end of that journey now and we've built something up from scratch, it's funny how many people that hated on you at the start now want to be a part of what you're doing now. I promise you now, all them people will come out of the woodworks and will want to be a part of what you're doing. There's so many fakes out there that will try hop on your journey at the end. They didn't support you at the start, but they want to randomly start supporting you now because they're seeing you doing what you wanted to do. And I find you, for everyone, that is, every single time that will be the case. So the message that I put out is never, ever stop what you want to do, because that happens to everyone. Every single person. I bet you guys will get even like people talking about you guys. Tom will. I do.
Yeah.
It's just how people are. They don't believe in something until they've seen it in front of their eyes.
Well, it's important you mentioned that, because people say these kind of things. You know, we see them as external negative talk, like, "Oh, don't be stupid. Why are you making videos?" Or, "What? Oh, yeah, you're gonna rap music, oh yeah, oh yeah, whatever."
Yeah.
I think people give this negative self-talk out because when they see someone doing what they like, what they're passionate about, it makes them feel a certain way. It's like a massive spotlight on them where they feel, "Oh, I'm not doing what I like. I'd love to do that. So I'm going to take it out on the person that is doing that." Now, they might not consciously feel that way or think about that, but they're going to feel that way because they're taking it out on the person who is just going after what they like, they're passionate about. And that could be anything. You know, spending time with their family, you know, the social media stuff. It's all, they take it out on the person that's doing what they like.
Well, they don't like seeing people happy, do they?
No, of course, no. They don't like seeing people happy and enjoying themselves and perhaps doing things that they aren't doing. And that's very important that you mentioned that.
That is true. Because the world is fucked up, homies.
Yeah, I
agree. You know what? Yeah, what people don't really understand, and I didn't understand it to a certain point where I was searching for happiness in the wrong places. Forgetting that.
Been there though. We've all been there. Not you.
That's what I'm saying. We've all been there. But for those who are listening, watching, to understand that happiness comes from within. It comes from inside you. Like you won't have happiness from, oh, if I earn X amount of money, or if I achieve this to be able to buy this car, or if I get myself this pair of trainers. That ain't going to give you happiness, because the moment you buy that car, you achieve that amount of money that you want to achieve. What next? What next after you buy the pair of trainers?
Yeah.
And a lot of people go out there looking for happiness, searching. No, dig deep inside you and realize who you are. Understand yourself in a deeper level. And then you'll be able to then be happy. And if you see someone else happy, then your happiness will be even bigger.
And to the person that keeps on reporting me on Instagram, fuck you.
Damn, I don't like swearing, but yeah, F you.
Come on, at least say it once.
Fuck you.
I don't. That's just so sad. Even like what you guys are doing. Why on earth would you do that? That's just literally backs up my point.
Well, I don't know if you know what post got reported.
I saw something that you posted in another mental health group saying you're doing this. Did you get banned off the group?
No.
Did you promote Men's United in another type of group?
No.
I saw something.
No, what it was is because we've been having a lot of issues with Facebook. They're kind of trying to silence groups now. So the post reaches aren't reaching all the members in the group. So we're not able to help everyone that's trying to get help. So we've been trying to sort it out for months. We've had countless discussions with Facebook, and they've just come back with bullshit. So I went to another mental health group just to ask them about
what settings.
What settings are you using? But I got blocked.
You know what it all comes down to again is with Facebook and everything like that, and I don't know if you guys will agree, it's just money. Like they do not give a shit if anyone's about your group, if people are struggling. I'm sorry to say it, but like the real world out there, not many people give a shit about mental health or anything like that. Like you've messaged Facebook. If that was me, I would be trying to push that even more. But unfortunately, like even with YouTube, like you'd think YouTube would push our music, wouldn't you, to put our mental health awareness out more. But we have to pay. We have to pay to put that promotion out there. And I'm not slagging off YouTube, but it's interesting to see that these big companies won't push out like important stuff like that, but they'll push out people like Logan Paul, who actually filmed someone hanging in a forest. They will promote him on the front pages of YouTube.
The fuck?
But won't promote like people who are trying to like make it more aware. Did you guys see that? It was bonkers.
No, mate.
Did you see it, Tom?
Yeah, I saw that video, and I think not only did he get the reaction that he was after in terms of views and the shock factor, you know, getting the views and subscribers up because he's posted something very shocking, something that you wouldn't really want to.
And that's you know what I mean? Sorry, Tom. That's what's frustrating. That's the most frustrating thing, because, and we've said this before, Dan, in terms of like the media and all sorts as well. They just promote bad things. And then people in this world are intrigued and more interested in reading bad things instead of looking at something that they were going to motivate them or be good for their souls and be good for their minds.
And I bet you guys have seen Facebook are a big one for this recently. Have you guys noticed that Facebook are promoting big time them where you buy tickets for cars and cash prizes? It's everywhere. It's big gambling addictions that they're pushing out. It's money again. Why not post like mental health links like that costs them nothing? Why don't even on Facebook, right? You know, when you write a status, why is there not any like numbers or anything? I don't know if there is, but I've never seen one. What's so hard about putting at the side like a link to where to get help from? Do you know how many millions of people would see that?
It's built that way, isn't it? Did you watch the Netflix documentary on how social media is built and how Google operates and how Facebook operates? Did anyone watch that?
I haven't seen that yet. It is on my watch list.
Yeah, definitely give that a watch. If anyone's watching, definitely watch it, because it basically tells you how they're manipulating you to make money. And the algorithms in your phone, on Facebook, on Google, on YouTube, wherever you go, there are algorithms that will predict your behavior, copy your behavior, and show you stuff that isn't good for you. You know, that's why Instagram's so bad. You know what I mean? With all
it's so true, you know.
Yeah,
it's so true. Sometimes I'll click on something on Instagram, and I'll back out, and I'll just go for my feed, and all of a sudden I will see like a sponsor thing on something I just watched somewhere else. I'm thinking, I don't even follow anything like this. Like, why is it being promoted on my feeds?
Yeah, it's shocking how they work things. And
say while we're on the subject of Logan Paul, I'm not a big fan.
Like,
I'm not.
Is that a guy who fought KSI or?
Yeah, that is exactly the guy, Logan Paul. If you guys wouldn't have seen the video because it got taken down pretty fast, but I actually watched the video when he posted it. He physically posted. Do you know? Have you heard of the Japanese suicide forest?
Yeah.
Chinese.
Yeah.
You've heard of that, haven't you?
Yeah.
He decided to go in there and vlog it all. He was wearing a Toy Story ridiculous outfit on his head. Like, that's disrespectful in my eyes already. Like, why would you go into a suicide forest in the first place and film it? But to put a Toy Story hat on your head and just take the piss all the way through. But it got worse from that moment. He physically recorded, unfortunately, someone who decided to take the life. He recorded it laughing whilst showing the viewers, and you'll never guess what the thumbnail was on the YouTube before you click the video.
Go on.
Him pointing backwards to the body in the background.
What the fuck?
And he's still allowed on YouTube.
How?
That went so big around the world. He was on the news. Can you remember, Tom? He made it to the world central news for what he did. He must, and that's what's shocking. It lasted a month. He must have been hated for a month, and it was forgotten about.
Well, I still fucking hate him. So,
well, I think mentioning that, I'm going to mention a quite controversial topic now.
Go.
All that comes down to what they're pushing on purpose, and it does change society. It changes how people are. So, what are your thoughts on the OnlyFans website in terms of that and how that's being used? Because I think that has fundamentally changed the fabric of society now. Obviously,
yeah, I agree.
Last year, where before it came out, that would have been seen as what? But whereas now, I think how it's changed things, it's now being seen as, oh, okay. You know what I mean? People just do that as it's just normal.
Yeah.
And what are your thoughts on that?
I didn't know what it was until actually like a few months ago.
Yeah.
I've got a big thing on that.
And I knew and what I understood what it was used for. It was for artists at the start, for celebrities, like big celebrities, to be able to show the fans things that no one else would be able to see. And then I see what it turned it into. I don't rate it, don't like it, don't approve of it.
Well, it's all money, isn't it? You see how much money some of these people are getting from it.
Yeah. For me, it's like the OnlyFans. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to personally have an issue with anyone who wants to do stuff like that. But what I do upsets me, and I've thought about this so many times. I've got a little daughter who's 1 year old, and I'm so scared for her to grow up into a society that people think that is it might be a good way to make money in their eyes. But for me, if my daughter goes into a society that think, obviously selling your body parts, whatever you want to call it, I think it shouldn't be normalized as something that's a great way to make money, because I couldn't think any worse as being a dad, my daughter doing that. It physically makes me feel sick. But on the flip side of that, I'm not going to hate you if that is your life choice, but it's the same as, like, it's a big topic, transgender people. I've got a transgender friend. I absolutely love her more than anything.
Yeah.
He changed from a man into a woman. I've got no issue with race, colour, nothing like that. Gay people, lesbian, I will love absolutely everyone. But I think it's how far they take it. So in schools, they've started to talk to kids at a young age about transgender. And I think a kid being that young and being told stuff like that at such a young age is completely messing them up. And that's just my views. Well, I love everyone, but for me, if you're pushing these messages like OnlyFans and obviously transgender at such a young age, that's going to be so normal, and it's just brainwashing young kids like this is normal.
Well, it's planting a seed in their head, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's all it's doing.
I'd think, like, obviously, since you've said that, obviously, one of my cousins back in Colombia is gay. And I love him to bits as well. And I like how, in terms of how open everyone is now, I like it, how you're supporting everything. I don't think anyone should be judged on a based off race, countries, cultures, and whatever you choose to do with your life. But in terms of the education, I think in schools they're teaching the wrong things. to try and tell a kid who hasn't experienced anything in life.
Yeah, I think there's a difference. I think there's a difference, a big difference, and people might get it twisted what I've just said. So I'm going to reiterate what I meant. There's a big difference in telling kids who've never felt like that these certain things. So if you went to a kid and said, "Do you feel like you want to be a boy?" for example, you've just planted that seed on a kid that's probably never ever thought about it like that.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, I do think there needs to be something there. If a kid did feel like that and they know they've got people there that you can talk to them about, I don't agree with telling every single kid about it, because they're so confused at that age and anyway, and they don't really know about the adult life. But if these kids who did generally feel like that, I think there should be some sort of support in a school where they can feel safe and they can go and talk to it, because I bet there is kids out there that mums and dads have said, that's another topic on itself, that have said, yeah, my kid has said that he wants to be a girl or a boy, vice versa. They want to change, and when they've got older, they've gone absolutely mental at the mum and dad and said, why did you let me do this? Why did they didn't know what they were doing until they got older.
Yeah, so there's a documentary on Netflix I watched about that. And it was a girl who wanted to be a boy at the age of 8, I think. And then by the time he was 16, I think he'd like completely, lost his mind. Didn't want to be a boy anymore, wanted to be a girl again, and just spiraled out of control. So yeah. Like massive seed.
It's all around mental health though, this is, and what support groups they should be there for people. It's just like we said, how to implement them the best way for each one. Because I've always said, like with the racism and stuff like that, in calling out people who are gay and stuff like that, for me, on my daughter's life, I have never looked at someone and thought straight away, oh my God, you're gay. I've looked at him like I look at myself, human. Yeah. I swear to God, I've never ever looked at anyone different. I absolutely love everyone. I just wish everyone could have this more positive attitude and not keep putting everyone into like categories of being different. If we can support all of what like life is, then I think it'd be brilliant to move forward. It's just if people are going to do it more, which I'm not sure if they are. But more people are opening up about it and accepting, but it's just one of them. We're gonna have to see how it pans out.
So it's society, and it's how people are brought up and what they've seen and heard from childhood. So say if you've got a dad that's calling you gay for crying every time you're crying, or if you fall over, get up, stop being gay. Yeah, it's going to be planted in your head from a young age.
Yeah, so that is so. I think that is so true.
I think Monty, you touched on it quite a few times, haven't you? It all starts from young age.
Yeah, I think everything, and we overlook that. We overlook it when we get older.
Because... Like Monty, for you, when you look at me, I was just saying to Bidds over here, when you look at me, is your first reaction always white? Because I was saying, when I look at someone, I don't ever look at them any different other than what I look at myself, which is human. I think these people out there who straight away just literally think, oh my God, he's white. Oh my God, he's black. Oh my God, he's gay. Straight away, they've already like put a negative spin on it. And I don't get how life has gone. Like, it's mad. It's mad.
It's fucking mad, mate. Like,
ooh.
I don't look at.
Oh, he got a swear word.
You got a swear word off you, bro. That means he's passionate about this subject.
I've had this conversation with a lot of people before, and for me, in terms of judging and looking at people for, say, like colors or how they act and that, it's never crossed my mind, and I only experienced that in the UK, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
And the way if someone speaks or if someone listens to a type of music. Like I've had, say, for example, white friends having black music on, but because I'm in the room with them, all of a sudden, that's your music, ain't it? And I'm thinking, no, it's not. It's even my music.
Yeah.
And I just laugh in it because how society is nowadays and the generation and the stage that we're in the world right now. I look at everyone like yourself, humans. I don't judge anyone for the way they dress, the way they look, how they speak, how they act. End of the day, I would judge you based on how you conduct yourself around me. You can be a different person around me, and you can be a different person around someone else. But I don't care how you act around other people because that's nothing to do with me. But if you're around me and you behave in the type of way that I find it respectful and I like it, if then someone else comes and tells me, oh, you know that Bayo guy or Mayo guy, he's a bit weird, and I will tell him straight, I don't think it's weird, bro, because with me and what we do is different. Like I like the guy, whatever you try to tell me, the only way I will take your word is if we're both sat here with him and I see the things that you're telling me in him in front of you and me. Other than that, get out of there with your bullshit.
It's I just find like it doesn't take anything to be kind. Like I remember when I was in college, there was a Down syndrome person on my course, and again, I never even looked at him any different. He actually became one of my very best friends, and I still get cards sent from him saying happy birthday. I get presents to Willow from him. I made sure he was okay through the whole of college, and I always stuck up for him when he needed it. And again, it's just so sad that people just rip the shit into everyone because it doesn't suit how they vision people. It's bonkers. As long as you're happy, in my eyes, that's what matters.
It transcends not even just that, but like even what you're wearing in terms of like your role of what you do. I used to be in the police, and I used to do events.
I've had a lot of encounters with police officers, I've had a lot of encounters with police officers,
Well, the key word used to, so it's all right. But yeah, I used to do like events and stuff and go on shift and things. And I used to be in a role called Special Constable, which that means you're basically a police officer, but you do it for free and you get to choose your hours. So you do everything they do, same uniform, same powers, whatnot, whatever, but you do it for free. And I would do the same thing as they do. I'd go on the events and shifts and things, and I would get all this abuse from football fans when doing the football games and
oi pig.
I mean, I was called the football fans would chant to me at the front of the bus, "Who's that guy in the yellow jacket? Sorry, who's that cunt in the yellow jacket?" And I was like, you know what I mean? I think
that's Tom. That's Tom, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, so I think
Tom's the cunt in the yellow jacket, everyone.
Sorry. So
welcome, Tom.
I think it transcends that. They didn't know who I was.
No.
All they saw was a guy in a yellow jacket who is stereotypically known for all the stuff. And I'm going home to my family, doing what I like to do. I'm not touching anybody. I'm not doing anything to anyone else. But I think it's the appearance as to what I came across that would motivate them to talk that way to somebody, even though I was just there to help out, you know what I mean, for free, giving my time. So I think the reason I mention that is because there's loads of other people out there who in their roles, in their jobs, whatever they do, it doesn't matter what they're doing, they still get this negative. I think, well, what's the point? You don't know anything about them, so why do it based on appearance?
So that's one thing that I have got a police officer that wants to come on and just talk about the mental struggles that police officers have, during duty and after duty. So I'm looking forward to that one.
That is actually exciting because at my barber shop, I have so many police officers that come in and have their hair cut by me.
Yeah,
it's so nice to see, and not many people think they are actually normal people. They're just doing their job, and I think it was nice to actually they sat down, had their haircut, and I built a relationship with them, and they are some of the nicest people ever. And the ones that do wrong in the world, police officers, and there is someone, you know you know what I'm going to say with the racism and stuff, is absolutely
some that do take their power to a different
disgusting
level.
It's absolutely disgusting, but it made me just reassure that not everyone is the same. There's not all people that badder in the world. Again, if there was a paedophile, say I'm a white person, if there was a paedophile out there, it would be like saying that everyone, I'm a paedophile because I'm white. And I think it's important, like for me, I was like, wow, there's so many different people in the same job that go from absolutely being disgusting and a horrible person to one of the nicest people you can meet. It's crazy. And people just put everyone in the same boat. Like, take Muslims, for example. Why the hell do British people say all the time, oh, if something happened, I bet the Muslim? It's disgusting. Why are people brainwashed to just slap everyone in the same category? It infuriates me, as you can tell. It makes me so angry.
It's all labels, isn't it? It's all labels.
What your label? I get it a lot of times, bro. Especially like if someone doesn't really. So like if I meet a random person, like I'm open. I speak to everyone. Like someone's nice to me, I speak to them. And a lot of people that I speak to on the streets, for example, would not know that I play football. They will ask me, where are you from? I say, oh, I was born in Colombia. Oh, can I get some of that good stuff?
You want some sniff?
Like straight away.
Just straight up. Straight
up. They don't even know me, and I'm like, and I just laugh, and I'm like, nah, mate, that's not what I'm about. Oh, but you know, Colombia and all that. I'm like, yeah, what about Colombia?
Oh, we spoke about this so
we spoke about it already, but we've had a laugh and that. But like with what Bayo's saying, is the way they just stereotype and they put in this same category as like Pablo Escobar. Yeah, Pablo's Colombian. You're like that, Monty. And I'm like, come on, man. Like, I might joke about it and I have a laugh because obviously I'm, like I said, I'm quite chilled and I don't really, I don't get offended by anything because of, like I've always said, what I've been through in my life and that I've seen the lowest of the lowest in my own story. And for me to bounce back, I don't think anything would affect me as much as what I've been affected before. So I just laugh about everything. But the way you are judged is based on where you're from, or just because someone black did something over there, all of a sudden because you're black, you'll do the same thing. Just because someone white did something over there, just because you're white, you'll do the same thing. Just because I don't think we should be judged like that. We're all humans at the end of the day, and everyone's different, obviously. Some people are weirder than the others, but no one's the same.
Bayo, how much do you get much negativity on your comments on your videos? Because you've got what, 51.4k subscribers now.
My guy.
Cheers, mate. I think what you'll find amazing and shit about YouTube is, one, you build some absolutely amazing fans.
Yeah.
And two, if you can all feel free to go do it after this, go type in your favorite artist, the best video, or the best person you can possibly think of, and go into them comments, and they will always be some shit talking about them. I swear to God.
Yeah.
That's what you guys and who are watching, that's what going back to chasing your dreams. Even the people that you think are absolutely incredible, that did like a performance amazing, you will always get people in the comments talking crap. And that is literally, I've always thought, the people who are so negative to other people, I always think must have something going on in their life that they find they have to hate someone else. They're not happy with what they're doing themselves.
Yeah.
So they have to bring other people down to their level. And I generally, mental health, honestly, that's why I don't bite anymore. I don't get angry with people who want to give me shit anymore, because they've obviously got some bad stuff going on in their life and they find the need to hate on other people.
Yeah.
Which is cool by me. It's absolutely fine by me. I've so much. He talked about my mum They've mentioned my daughter, my missus. I've had death threats before. I've had people saying the game cave my head in, and oh shit,
cave your head in.
I shouldn't really be saying like I'm still here, because if there's any psychopath watching this now,
you got a baseball bat there, bro. You got a baseball bat there, bro. You're fine. Come at me.
Bring it, boy. I'm not promoting violence, guys.
No,
it's just,
absolutely not. It's protection.
Everyone needs one of these if you've got a daughter, just in case someone comes into your house.
Yeah, I agree. I've got a lump on me by the side of my bed.
Yeah, it's a bed weapon.
It is, mate. You've got
this.
What's that? It's a comb.
wait! Before you kill me, make sure I look fresh, boy.
I've got a comb beside my bed.
But guys, I've got about 15 to 20 minutes left because my daughter will need bathing. Is there any specific questions you want to give me and Tom before we go out?
Yeah, boy. I want to discuss the "I'll Be There" video.
Man, please. Why did you ask him? I was about to ask him the same thing.
Got that before you, bro. Got that before you. Yeah, the "I'll Be There" video. It dropped. Was it 7:30 yesterday?
Yes, that you are supporter, guys. You know the times. I love
that. Yeah, man. I've watched it quite a few times because how I can describe that video and song, I find it deep, it's gripping, and it's like a real insight into your own struggles.
Powerful.
Yeah. Yeah, and, with sorry, mate, carry on.
No, you go for it, bro.
Yeah, I get a lot of comments as Tom's seeing. Tom gets comments as well, but there's loads of comments actually on the videos that you'll notice of so many people actually ask me if I'm okay. Yeah. And they actually offer their help towards me. And if you are watching from anyone who subscribes to my channel or I'm absolutely fine. And if you really want to help someone, take someone in the comments on my video, guys, and go help them. Yeah. Don't use it on me, because me and Tom are just here to show that we overcame our demons and we've put it into songs and videos to make people relate to it so they don't feel alone. So if there is anyone out there, don't feel like you have to ask me. I absolutely love you to pieces for asking, but channel that help and go help someone else. That's all I'm asking for you to do. But yeah, Tom will tell you more about that video because he directed the whole thing and absolutely nailed it.
Yeah, big time. Say
to you, Tom.
Yeah, with the video, where was it filmed? Was it different locations?
Yeah, so that was that.
You're gonna love this one, Tom is.
Yeah, so there was different locations, obviously, as you've seen. But the main location was the X Factory in Stoke, in Fenton.
Yeah.
And we filmed it there. And we chose that for a reason. Because one, it looked derelict, abandoned, got the style we wanted it for. But the kind of stuff that's shot in there, like erotic lingerie photos, I think it was quite a good contrast as to what we were filming it for. The kind of things we were saying in there. So I think it's quite a good contrast. So yeah, different locations, but the outside shots and the inside shots are all done in that same abandoned building. It was so big that there was different rooms you could go into, go on the roof, and we almost fell through at one point.
Was there a swimming pool in there? There's like a big it's like a big pit. It looked like a swimming pool or like a skate ramp. Yeah.
Yeah, that was there's bits at the start that I've put in that are different buildings. So that wasn't that one that we filmed, but at the start it's like a mix of the two.
Oh, sick.
Video's cool, man. I liked it.
Tom's like I was saying to Tom before, I always say I don't want to be someone who like takes it all away from Tom, because he's the videographer. And I was saying, like, my YouTube channel, I haven't done this all myself, and I don't want anyone to think that I have literally, the award when we get 100K won't be just me. I'll be celebrating for every single person out there, like even you guys. Just doing this podcast, you guys have been part of the process. And so when I go to Tom with the music, I don't want to take away what he wants to do. I'll of course give him ideas, but I don't think it's fair for me to say, Tom, do this video exactly how I want it, because it's about teamwork. I want Tom to grow as much as this channel is as well. So if he can put his ideas and what he wants to do through the videos, then people can see Tom's style more. So if I was to just say, do it like this, it wouldn't be Tom's video. None of it would be Tom's. So I always love and will always say, Tom can smash them videos however he thinks is best.
I bet Tom, I bet you could really make a right decent horror movie, couldn't you?
with the start of the video.
Because that start of the video, I was like, holy shit.
I'm coming for your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to give it a go with Bayo. You can be the main protagonist.
Ooh. Yeah. I can be the fat bastard demon.
Yeah, you can have the bat. The bat could be a prop.
My belly can come for you, boy.
Oh my days.
You know what? Yeah, I like how humble you are, man, and I like you, man. Like a lot of people in your position wouldn't even dare to give whoever's in the background credit, especially when it comes to like rappers. Obviously, I've seen a few that take all the credit and just dismiss.
Like that is so important what you've just said, because that goes back to the hate comments. When I react to artists like, I don't know if you've heard of him, guys, Sidhu Moosewala, or if that's Punjabi music. He did a collaboration with Mist, who's from the UK, AK-47. I don't know if you've heard of it. I then hopped onto Sidhu Moosewala's music, and I'll react to different cultured music, because believe it or not, I actually love all music, and there's so many people again thinking I'm doing it for money. And I'm going to give you a little glimpse now. Most of my videos aren't monetized, so if I'm doing it for money, I assure you not one of my reactions usually gets monetized, not one. So the time and effort I'm putting in, if these people out there, these are the haters who honestly think we're doing this for money, it's not the case. I will tell you what the idea was. I'll give you the plan that I did. I thought if I reacted to all these different cultures around the world that I enjoyed listening to their music and brought a fan base from all around the world, when we push these mental health videos out, they're going to share it in China, they're going to share it in India, they're going to share it in the UK, they're going to share it. The more subscribers we can pull in from the whole world, the more the mental health can get out there. And honestly, from the bottom of my heart, that is the plan. Even my friends who've got 500,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers, they messaged me saying, how much did you earn this month? And I said, barely nothing. And they said, oh, we've earned 20,000 this month. And I always say, I'm not asked about the money. I'm actually not asked about the money. It's the freedom for me that comes with it. Honestly, my goal is to do this with Tom full time. I don't want to be driving a Lamborghini whatsoever. I mean, the perks are nice, but that's not my goal whatsoever. Not my goal.
That's big, man. And we go back to the start of this. If your goal is money, if your goal is a Lamborghini, at the point you get that money, at the point you get a Lamborghini, what is next? You're going to be stuck.
Yeah, I said this to Tom.
You're going to be stuck. And man, bless, like, big yourself up, man. And you as well, Tom, man. Both of you are incredible, man. And
no, you two are, guys. And
wow, man.
I just thank you for having us on.
All day. Say, ever since I was recommended, I think, I can't remember his name. I think Michael Stevens, I think, recommended you.
No way.
Yeah, man.
No way. Shout out to Michael. And
yeah, man.
Darren, my friend, is on the group as well.
Yeah.
He's posted a few things and he said he's looking forward to watching this podcast. So shout out Michael and shout out Darren and shout out you guys. Obviously, what you're doing is absolutely incredible. I feel like we're kind of doing the same things, but in different creativity ways. Like you guys are doing the podcast, you're feeding everyone into one group. Whereas me and Tom are pushing out the music, it's all going back to mental health, and I think it's incredible what we're all doing. And I'm honestly proud of you, all three of you. I'm so proud of you all for doing it, honestly.
And you've also just become, you've accepted the role of ambassador for Man United.
Yes.
Jeez.
So yes, we were. And do you know what's going to be interesting about that is when people, going back to what I said about, I feel guilty because I can't be there all the time for someone who's feeling a certain way.
Yeah.
I have now been giving the link to Men United and sending them direct to their Instagram.
Yeah,
and
man.
I've been telling them to hop in there. Obviously, it's for men's only, but I've told them I will be sure to find an alternative out there, and we'll do the best we can to get that help for people out there.
Well, this podcast is for everyone. And my personal Instagram is for everyone, and so is Monty's.
So is my personal Instagram for everyone.
So yeah, about women, about men, mental health for all, mate. That's what we're doing.
Yeah,
I think in terms of what you said of the Men United and the actual Men United Instagram page, obviously, it's because it's about giving men the
putting the light. I know what you're going to say.
Like they believe that they're not allowed to
trap it inside.
Men, we've got the stigma where because we're men we can't.
We're strong and
we don't cry. We don't feel weak.
We pussies if we cry. That is literally what
I cry a lot, man.
Same.
I cry a lot, mate, and he helps me because he then cleans me out.
I cry so many times when I look in the mirror and my tits are just getting bigger by the day. Honestly, it's shameful. This lockdown is killing my tits.
Monty can help you out there.
Huh?
But in all serious, guys, thank you so much for having us on. I've absolutely loved it, and I think people have got some very interesting topics throughout of all that.
Oh, definitely.
I think it's been a good episode, you know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
More than what I expected, but I'm happy with what I've heard.
Yeah. We spoke about some awesome stuff and proper relatable problems that have happened in not only 2020 that has happened previously. So I think we've combined it all together, and what a brilliant podcast.
Saying, I know you've got go Bayo, but we can stick around for the mad fact that I've got.
Yeah.
You know I've got mad fact, boy.
So what, you got another one, yeah?
Yeah, I've got a mad fact.
While we're at it, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, what's the one I asked everyone to do?
Oh, if you can, is it breathe and swallow at the same time?
Yeah, so you two, try it right now. See if you can breathe and swallow at the same time.
Breathe in and swallow at the same time.
Will that kill me?
What
a joke.
You're trying.
No.
Is this some sick joke?
No. That was
I put a cucumber in front of my mouth or something?
No. No, that was Monty's fact on the last episode.
What, you can't do it?
Yeah, you can't do it. Say, on every episode, I normally come with a fact, just like a completely fucked up fact. And Monty dropped in that last episode with that fact. And I give it a go, and it didn't work, you know. So before Bayo, if you've got go, bro, that's fine. We can continue.
Yeah, you can continue this because I can hear my bloody daughter downstairs. She's having a tea, and then Joe will be like, "Put the bath on." So that'd be. I don't want to ruin your podcast, guys. Wild.
That's fine.
No, guys. Obviously, you guys carry on, and I thank you again for having me and Tom on. And I will share this around to everyone for you.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much, and we'll also spread the love for you and Tom as well.
Thank you so much, guys. And if you ever need anything from us, let us know, and we'll be happy to help with anything.
I certainly will need you too, boy, for something I'm planning.
Yes, find me. I can do a Men's United special rap for you. We can do not fire in the booth, fire in the group. Oh, guys. Have a nice night, guys. And again, thank you so much.
Take it easy, bro.
Take it easy, bro.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers, Tom. So, Monty, listen to this fact, right?
Let's go.
Have you heard of frogging?
Frogging.
PHROGGING.
Wait, say that again.
PHROGGING. But it's pronounced frogging.
You know what? When you first pronounced it, I was thinking it's something to do with frogs.
Well, there's a tie, you know. There's a tie in it.
Is it?
Yeah.
And when you spelled it, I was thinking, no, it can't be.
Nah, there's a tie in it, mate. Right? So, frogging is an act of sneaking into someone's home or business to live for a period of time without the occupants knowing, right? So the people who practice this lifestyle are referred as frogs.
So, is that allowed?
No, but it happens, okay? So,
I'm looking my attic now, mate.
yeah, I'd check your attic because that's the first place to go.
Yeah, I need to check in a minute, mate, because I've been hearing a few things in the house, mate.
So,
some people frogging here.
so frogs are commonly known to mooch for food and water for survival and use the homeowners' bathrooms for personal use. So they take showers and use your toilet when you've gone work, stuff like that.
What?
Yeah, it's a thing, mate. Okay, it's a thing. In 2007, a group of artists decided to give frogging a try and lived inside a shopping mall, for years before being discovered.
What, for years as well?
Yeah, for years.
Nah.
Yeah.
That's mad, you know.
Happened. And in 2008, a man named Stanley Carter lived in a family's attic in Pennsylvania for a week.
I need to look at my attic now, mate.
Yeah. It was not until an iPod and cash came up missing that the family began getting suspicious. A few days later, Mr. Carter was discovered hiding in the attic wearing their clothes.
No way. No, so what happens? So if you were to find someone doing that in your house, what can you do? How do you react to it? How can you approach it? What are you allowed to? What are you allowed to do?
Just beat the shit out of them.
I bet. Would you get in trouble?
I suppose if you're in America, you could shoot them.
No. Hey, no shooting.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Over in America, you know, it's...
Yeah, America's different though, isn't it?
Yeah. Over here, I think you just have to ring the police and try and...
I think over here, if that happens, you have to basically invite them down to your front room and get them a takeaway.
Ah, no.
I think that's because if you do anything else...
Not a chance, mate. They've been living off me water.
Yeah, but
they've been taking a shower. They've been wearing me clothes.
I agree with you.
Not a chance, Mark, buying them a takeaway.
I agree with you. But I'm saying, in this country, if you was to react violently, I reckon you'll be in very trouble. So the only way you'll get away with it is by actually bringing him down, letting them keep your clothes, and getting them a takeaway.
Well, I'll tell you what.
And then give them a lift to wherever they need to frog it next.
No, I'll kick them out my house, mate. Not going in my car as well. You've already used all me everything in my house that they can use.
Oh, imagine giving them a lift. Hey, mate, where you frogging next?
Oh my God! Seriously, mate.
Mad, you know.
But it's a real thing. It's a real thing.
That is mad.
And in 2006, there was a series called Living with Strangers, which emerged on YouTube, where two girls,
documenting the thing.
Yeah, documented 5 days of frogging in an unexpected couple's home. But ABC, the news channel in America, caught up with it, and they stated that the series was fake. But frogging is real. It happens.
I've got a plan, man.
Go on.
We should go frogging in the Lake District, mate. In the mountains. Would we get in trouble?
There's nothing there. No.
We'll take a rod.
There's no buildings there. We can't frog in there.
Camp.
Yeah, but we're taking his own tent, so that wouldn't be frogging, would it?
Yeah, but is it not private land?
Don't know. I don't think so. Surely not. I don't know.
That's mad, you know.
Could go frogging in Antarctic.
No way. I'll face that.
We'd be jumping from igloo to igloo, won't we? That's what would happen.
You know what? What on earth will go? I'll be scared to do such a thing, you know.
Why?
No, I mean like to try and go into someone's house and.
Do you know why?
I'll start laughing.
Do you know why this fact came up? I watched a film last night called I See You.
Oh, you know what?
It's on Netflix.
That the young couple.
No, they're not young. There's a couple.
And they stay like in the top room.
Yeah. The two young couple of the froggers.
Yeah,
it's a good storyline.
That's why, like, when you were thinking about it, I was thinking, frogging, and what you just said, yeah, that film, and then they go, and then they drop something from the top, like whether was it a mug or something like that?
Yeah, it's a mug, yeah, because the mum's cheating, isn't she?
Yes.
Cheating, yes, but we won't spoil it for the listeners. What I recommend, I See You on Netflix.
And you can understand. Well, I didn't know what frogging was until my
tell you, mate, it's real.
Right here.
It happens. Because I watched that film last night,
frogging,
and I was like, someone's in my fucking attic. Honestly, mate, you get your brain thinking. Yeah, any little movement or little noise in that attic,
you're up there.
Froggy.
I'll go up there with my hairbrush, mate.
I'll go up there with my lump on me. Ping.
Bro, what an episode it's been, man.
Yeah, Bayo and Tom were awesome. And I'd definitely recommend getting over to Bayo's YouTube channel. Check out his video. Check out Tom's beautiful work. Amazing video. And the lyrics, everyone can relate to them lyrics.
Indeed, man. When you send it to me and I watched it, I was thinking, yo, it's powerful.
Yeah.
Powerful.
Very, very powerful, mate.
And to put such a thing into a song as well.
What's that?
To put his emotions and like life events into a song.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. How can I put it? Live experiences into perspectives where
it's a positive, mate.
From a lot of things, and they turn these negatives into positives. Yeah.
Just goes to prove what you can do when you overcome all these dark obstacles.
But the first thing you need to do before overcoming anything is have belief in yourself.
Yeah.
Yourself. Don't wait for anyone to believe in you. Believe in yourself first.
100%. Before we go, last episode, I said I'd start learning Spanish.
I was waiting for this, you know.
Can you remember?
I was waiting for this.
Okay. So the past week or so, I haven't done much, but the week before I was doing, I was in the bath and I was getting down with Spanish, the lingo.
Okay, let's go.
So I've got a few words down, So if I meet a Spanish talking person, I can start a conversation, but that's where it'll end.
You start it?
Yeah, I'll start it. I'll go. Hola, me llamo Bidds, encantado.
Hola, Bidds, un placer conocerte. And that's when you say, sorry, no Spanish.
Yes. Sorry, no Spanish, mate. Well, hey, I've cracked it. I've cracked a few words there, and also I've learned that the males say encantado and the females say encantada. Is that right?
There you go.
That's right.
You end with the A.
Yeah.
For female, you end with the A.
Yeah.
With the male, you end with the O.
See, mate. I'm learning. I'm learning.
And a lot of words in Spanish is when you're referring to a male, it's O all the time at the end.
Oh, yeah.
And females, A.
Hey, I told you I'd start.
You should be proud of yourself,
Yeah.
bro.
I promised the listeners I'd give it a go. And I said by, the end of this year, I wouldn't be fluent, but I'd be pretty good. And
we'll be having a conversation.
Oh, mate, imagine doing a full episode in Spanish.
Spanish.
Wow.
Imagine what would we have any listeners?
Wow. Not.
Oh yeah, we've got a bit of South America, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got Argentina, Puerto Rico, Venezuela, Mexico. We've got Spain. So that's 5 out of 20.
But then they will spread the word, and then we could have the whole of South America at one point.
Hopefully. Yeah, man. That'd be sick. That would be a task and a half, though, for me.
You might have to be in the background. I might have to do that one.
Yeah, man.
To start with, but I've got faith in you that you'll be able to learn a bit.
Yeah, as long as I can learn a bit and chip in here and there.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
You'll be flying.
That's a great idea, though. That's a great idea.
Maybe we should try to do something like that,
Yeah, man. A full Spanish episode. Wow.
That'll be unreal.
So.
Hola, me llamo Cristian. Sí, soy de Colombia. ¿Y tú, Bidds? Where you from? ¿De dónde eres?
Stoke. England. Now, before we end, I want to thank all the listeners for listening to this episode. Remember to subscribe to us on iTunes, rate us, leave us a review, and
share it.
Share. Please. Let's get this good word out there. And we have a YouTube channel.
Hello. And we also have an Instagram page.
And an Instagram page now. I tell you what, if that gets banned, mate, I'm going off it. It's going up.
No, I'll be going mad as well.
I will be going mad. I need to find out who this person is. One day I will find you.
We're going to find you. We're coming for you.
But it's been amazing. I want to thank Bayo and Tom again for joining us. And also, stay safe, Monty.
Stay safe, brother.